you have to be very careful, very, very careful. But the good news is, when you become enlightened, you can simply read the room. So what I mean by that is, like, I'm learning to articulate myself and not be so intense when I'm manic. That's something that's my responsibility of being bipolar, is I have to manage my emotions 24/7 when I'm in a manic episode. Like, literally every moment could be a fleeting moment, and I have to ground myself again. Otherwise, I will go do dumb things. So I lost the original thought there. But again, I love the free flow. And we're already almost at 30 minutes, and I feel like I could just keep going and going and going and going. And that's because it comes from a place of, I have no walls, I have no wants, I have no needs. I'm just living. And the original point was, when you become enlightened, you can detect these things. Like, you can detect that someone's not healthy simply by just looking at them. It really is that simple. You can look into someone's eyes and you can see a lot about a person. And now that I know that, it helps me determine when I should be intense. When should I allow when is a person deserving of my manic episode? Because the blessing for me is, my mania comes from solid principles of being a good human being. So even though all my senses are amplified to the max, I don't have to be afraid of it anymore. I can welcome it, because I don't want anything. I don't need anything. I don't care what you think about me. I have my bottom lines of what I need to survive. Isn't that what we're all doing anyways? We're just surviving. Like, why are we adding all this complication of social media and, like, you're just absorbing others' thought. So the reason why social media is so bad is you're constantly absorbing other people's consciousness. And so that's why you need to do it in moderation. For example, even my podcast, you should not listen to it for 24 hours straight. That's a little bit extreme. It's not necessary. You should break it up into multiple days, because time moves actually very slow. 365 days to cross over, or sorry, not cross over, but spin or rotate, to go around the sun. I was trying to think of a better word than just say to go around the sun. Yeah, but whatever. To go around the sun is 365 days. Yeah, so anyways, this is James Lemire. This is the thought process of someone who's enlightened and bipolar. I appreciate you. Without you even realizing it, you are helping me become more healthy by listening to it. And the coolest part of all is, the whole reason why I'm even making it is because I listen to it. You should love the sound of your voice, because you can modify the tone and the frequency to really just, like, make it your own. And so when I'm in a manic episode, I can listen to myself and remember. See, like, I feel like I have had a memory issue. So now this podcast allows me to remember the wisdom. Like, I should never turn back on this wisdom, because it is true. I got to live that. Like, I've never gone to a club like that, like the one that I went to tonight. It was popping in terms of atmosphere. Like, it was really a good club. I wish there were healthy people there, because it's an amazing club. I forgot the original thought again. See, this is the thing about being in a manic episode, is, like, rather than putting my energy into the thought process, I had to put the energy into regulating my body, or regulating my emotions, or whatever. And I was afraid of that. I was afraid of it before. But perfect. Managing it, that's what gives me peace. It's as simple as that. You can't look at it as it's work. You just gotta look at it as like that's you. That's how you are a human being. That's how you should look at it. All right, I've been rambling. Who would have thought James Lemire, a rambler? Never in my day. It's funny. It really is. Anyways, I really hope you guys are learning something from this. I feel like every time I make one of these, I become a better man afterwards. Literally the second I upload it. I don't know, it's just, that's the beauty of being bipolar, is everything is intense 24/7. And because it's intense, it's beautiful, it's intoxicating, and once you put your conscious on top of it and you control that power, oh man, now I get the intensity of life and I'm controlling it. I'm not being overwhelming to the people in my life. I don't want to do that. Why would I want to be like that? So I made a podcast. Simple as that. And now the people in my life have space to be themselves, which only means they'll come back to you sooner. Like your best of friends, you gotta let them go sometimes. And if they're truly, a man or woman of their character, of a good character, they'll come back. And it's learning to trust that is empowering. So yeah, this is James Lemire from Florida. It's about 3:40 in the morning. Yeah, this is what bipolar manic is like. You just can't really sleep. But rather than ruining my life, I can just talk. Because before, oh man, before I would just spend all my money. I would spend all my energy, all my money, and also damage my body in the process. Like, yeah, this is really bad. So we're not doing that anymore. We are moving in a positive direction. And I don't know why sometimes I switch between I and we. Like, sometimes I just like to let my conscious flow, my subconscious flow, and that's when the we comes out. And I find that interesting. Oh, I do, because there's me, the soul inside the body. That's me, that's who you're hearing right now. But also there's a subconscious that speaks. Might be quiet or whatever, but it speaks. That's why you have the conscious and the subconscious, and I think that's why I sometimes use the word we. Alright. Yeah, I'm tired. I wish I could go to bed, but I just have to know that this isn't my reality for the rest of my life. It will ebb and flow. I'm manic now, I could be not manic tomorrow. Or I could be manic for a week, which might suck because I could really use some sleep. So, I don't know. I guess, that's why, you should get like a doctor. Like, if you're like up for a week straight, you should probably go to a doctor, That makes logical sense to me. Like, I should probably just like go to like an urgent care. But for now, like, why am I stressing about it? I've only been manic for 2 days. Like, it's not like the end of the world. 2 days out of 365. Like, wow. Big deal. So what? Always challenge your reality and you will grow as a person. Thank you.